Well, you guys are in for a treat today. We're joined by poet, author, essayist, professor, the list goes on and on, former poet laureate for Kentucky. Thank you so much for being here, Crystal Wilkinson. Thank you so much for agreeing to talk to me about your book, which is fantastic. I've been kind of skimming through it, and it kind of takes you to a different place. So let's talk about that idea of home, because Praise Song for the Kitchen Ghost shares the story of your family, Blacks in Appalachia. And reading the first couple pages of your book, you kind of took it right out and said, hey, a lot of people, when you think about Appalachia, you think about a certain type of person. At least that's the way it's been portrayed. And so you're taking that and turning it on its head and saying, hey, there's 5 generations of my family that has been a part of Appalachia.
Yeah, we've always been here. For more than 200 years, my family has lived in Appalachia. And so I think that we know that we're here and that each other's here, but I think that sort of mainstream America really thinks that only white people live in Appalachia. So I think that there's lots of people doing lots of work to dispel that notion and dispel those myths, but I think that my book adds to that conversation.
And I was asking you off camera, how did you, put all of these stories in there? It's part cookbook, a lot of storytelling in there as well. How did you compile all these, and where did the material come from?
Well, it came from a lot of different places. This idea began with an essay that I wrote, this specific idea that was published in Emergence magazine. And the name of that essay was called Praise Song for the Kitchen Ghost. And so it's sort of an expansion. So it's been a notion that I've sort of carried around since my grandmother died. My grandmother died in 1994, and I had to cook that first Thanksgiving meal without her. I went into the bedroom and got her dress and brought it into the kitchen and hung it up on the back door and felt as if she was there with me. So that's where the concept came from and the idea, and I thought I would just sort of slide it into my fiction every now and again, but I didn't expect to write about it sort of head on in such a personal way.
And I'm sure it was emotional going through all of that, artifacts, the recipes. It conjures up a lot of emotions. Usually when we think about ghosts, we're like, we don't have any part of it, but you're using these ghosts in a familial way of your grandmothers, your mothers, your great grandmothers. All of your experiences are coming from those ghosts that are with you throughout all the types of experiences.
Yes, absolutely. And it's sort of paying honor to the ancestors, and the ghosts in this case are the ancestors, not the spooky, clear kind, but these wonderful women who've come forth to make me who I am. And then in turn, I think, particularly when I'm talking about Aggie, who was born in 1795 as an enslaved person, and she was my 4th great grandmother. So I believe that her experience and her story extends beyond me, because there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of unnamed Black women who had similar experiences all across the country.
So talk about the response from people that have come to these book signing events, and what are they taking away from this, and what do you hope that they take away from it?
The response has been tremendous. What's been wonderful is that everybody has a kitchen ghost, and what's been phenomenal is to hear everybody's story, that once they understand the concept, they want to tell me that, my father died and my sister always cooked his cornbread for me, and he is my kitchen ghost.
And talk about the term Appalachian, because when I heard that, I was just like, such an interesting way to put it, and to put that whole context of who were these people that sometimes stories don't go told. Talk about that term, people's reaction to that.
The Appalachian Poets as an entity has been around for more than 30 years, but I think the word Appalachian has all kinds of connotations now, and it's sort of a universal part of the vocabulary, because I think that it has to do with identity and the power of identity. That if you look in a dictionary and you look up the word Appalachia and it says white people indigenous to the mountainous region, how powerful is it that your people have lived there and your families come from there, but you've been erased? How powerful is it to take out those P's and drop in those F's? It just kind of makes you sit higher, and you see yourself in the identity of the region when you were excised before.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. And people can buy this. We love to support small independent bookstores. So
Absolutely.
definitely go and check them out. M. Judson Bookstore. We have a bookstore right here in downtown Spartanburg as well. So definitely go and check that out.
Absolutely. Should be able to get it anywhere.
Yeah. Thank you so much for allowing us to have this conversation. Again, we'll put all the information about Crystal and her work at our website, livingupstatesc.com.